submission that my learned friend, Ms. Nandi, made. I fully support her suggestion. I agree that the senior doctors have been greatly supporting the junior doctors, but we have our own point of view, which I will present to you after the state of West Bengal has presented a copy of the settlement to you. Secondly, my lord, in my opinion, that force of 1,514 people requires to be dismantled with immediate effect. Yes. They are outside the law. They do not fall. They must be replaced by regular police of the state of West Bengal. They are performing a policing function, and it cannot be performed by people who do not hold the position of police in the state of West Bengal. Therefore, our request is to disband that force of 1,514 people, total number, and replace them in the interest of safety and security with the regular police force of the state of West Bengal. That's our request.
I appear to the senior doctors, Milords, and we just want to place our concerns on record. We, Milords, are all working. We are working overtime. And Milords, as far as we are concerned, all these 20 departments, cases which have been pointed out, in any case were manned by the senior doctors. Junior residents, etc., were not placed there. So, Milords, that is something that I also wanted to place on record.
Yes.
So as far as we are concerned, we are working overtime. There has been absolutely no this thing from our side. That's our.
So may I make a submission?
May I
make a small submission before Mr. Sitwell is called upon? I appear for a doctors' organization, thank you, called Doctors for Patients in Calcutta. Our suggestions will give to the task force. There are two issues we'd like to highlight to your lordships. First is pertaining to the investigation itself. Second is pertaining to that policy of 19th August. There are two more clauses, since your lordships already have that before your lordships. I'll start with that.
In 13th September.
19th August, the West Bengal policy which has come out, which Ms. Nandi had just read out. If your lordship
13th September.
No, your lordship, this is 19th of August. If your lordship will have my IA then, 188500.
Miss Nandi, where's 19th of August in your compilation that idea is referring to?
Or if your lordship will see my IA, lordship.
So we'll refer to one IA. It's so much easier if you have it.
That is correct. Is 19th August. 19th August, Government of West Bengal, Department of Health and Family Welfare. It's part of that helpers of the night policy.
State in an earlier status report.
In your status report?
Yes.
Yes.
It's in the earlier
Apparently, it's in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
All right. What is it?
There are September policy.
All right.
It's in my affidavit.
Your Lordship, there are two problems here with that 19th August circular. It's there in my IA as well as I'm told in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
Ma'am, which page number is it? Because what I have is the 13th of September.
Okay, then maybe
She is appealing for whom? I'm not aware.
the policy.
Association of Doctors and Patients in West Bengal.
Doctors and patients.
I'm appearing for Doctors for Patients. It's a trust for Doctors for Patients. So, Your Lordship,
What's your point?
I have 2 points. Number one, in this policy, Your Lordship said 11, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6, we have a serious problem with. One is working hours of women, including women doctors, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time. Second, wherever possible, night duty may be avoided for women to the extent possible. Now, this is the policy of the state of West Bengal, and our doctors have a serious problem with this. And your lordships in multiple
How can you say
cases.
that women should not work on night
Exactly. Precisely.
Women will have an objection if you keep them from working.
Exactly. And to limit us to a 12-hour shift. In fact, many of the junior residents work for 36 hours flat out. Now, this is directly impinging on tender and being employed at all.
Completely right.
That is one.
The point.
We'd like, and second point, I have a second point, Your Lordship. I have a second point. Second point pertains to investigation. One is on this policy, Your Lordship is seized of it. I will leave it at that.
Women don't want concessions. They want equal opportunity in terms of safety.
In Anuj Garg's case,
Why should we prevent a woman doctor from working in the night?
or 12 hours. Why limited to 12 hours, Your Lordship? Because junior doctors work for 36 hours. Now, women will never be
Should be
taken.
for all doctors. 12 hours working time is for all doctors. Don't bifurcate.
Whatever the shift,
Exactly. my
Women
lord.
doctors are ready to work in exactly the same conditions
Absolutely.
in
Yes,
terms
yes,
of time.
Exactly.
In Anuj
Well,
Gar-
let's not undermine,
Anuj Gar-
undermine the lady doctor.
Mr. Sibal, this has to be
There is
corrected.
no issue, my lord. We'll notify. We were just worried because there is no security in place at the moment.
No, but the
I
answer
want
to
to
it
make
is
sure.
Say this
Uh,
one.
The
And
answer to it.
I want to make sure, my lord, that
Mr.
something like.
Sibal, the answer to it is you must ensure security is in place.
I know, my lord, that's
You
the
can't
point.
tell women that you will not be
This
working
is-
after.
It says in addition, it says in addition, this is not, this is only temporary, but if your lordship wants, we, no issue.
This itself is
But
offensive,
case,
Your Lordship.
case that it cannot provide
Hold on.
security, the
We are,
center is.
we are at item, if.
In Anuj Gar's case,
No,
Your Lordship
Anuj,
spoke upon
you're right. We said that, look.
romantic
because
paternalism.
The law, the provision of the Act, Punjab Excise Act was
Absolutely, exactly.
that any establishment which serves liquor
Can't have
will
women.
not have a woman. We
Employee.
struck it down.
Of course, you should strike it down, Mother, there's no
But
issue.
therefore, two things, Mr. Sibal. I think the state of West Bengal must immediately correct its notification. You cannot say that women will not work more than a 12-hour shift. If men are working more than a 12-hour shift,
They want to
they are entitled to work
want to.
exactly at par with their male counterparts.
We'll issue a notification, but not an issue.
Your duty to provide security. And we can't tell any woman today in our country who's in the workforce that you will not work at night.
Including in
Pilots work at night,
Call
doctors work
centers.
at night,
Call centers,
your armed
wait a
forces,
Armed forces work.
women work.
My second point, Your Lordship. Second
also.
Second point, for the investigation itself. Again, it's a suggestion which has come from these doctors for patients. They say that apparently there are many people who possibly have information regarding this incident, and because of fear of retribution, they're not coming out and openly giving this information.
That is our
CBI.
problem also.
Therefore, may I just
Yeah,
finish,
please.
Mr. Mehta?
No, I'm
The question
supporting you.
here is- Oh, thank you. The request here is for an anonymous portal, because Your Lordship, the cyber crimes portal today has an anonymous portal for crimes.
Also, this court, in the case of videography of child pornography, specifically said you should permit anonymous complaints and a specific portal should be set up. Our request today is to aid this investigation and to hopefully finally get the culprits. We need an anonymous portal which the CBI will set up, because many people don't want to disclose their identity even to CBI. And that is a fact today because of the nature of the matter Your Lordship has seen. We support no particular side here, but the point is people are scared. So if they can be enabled to give their complaints anonymously. Third is on Wikipedia, which is not part of my IA, but since Your Lordship said the photo is not there,
Yes.
the photo, Your Lordship, is not there on the Wikipedia website, but after the girl's name is mentioned, there are two footnotes. The first footnote refers to an article which is not an Indian journal, it's outside India, but that article has a photograph. So that footnote is also problematic because I just clicked on it on my phone when this discussion happened, and that takes you to an article.
While editing the order, I'll make sure that we cover that.
It's an external link, reference 1 and
All right,
reference 2.
thank you. Mr. Sibal,
No,
thank
my
you.
But only one, to respond to, my lord, she is right. We are also facing this difficulty. People are afraid to come forward and speak. My lord, we are ready to have an anonymous platform. The only, my lord, difficulty in that would be, which is, my lord, our difficulty, that there would be several things, my lord, sent on that, which are completely irrelevant, but we can't help it.
That is item 5 and 6.
But we can assure if,
Be just flooded with.
that's the problem, my lord.
Information which, you know.
That this is the theory going on. This is.
This is functioning, they must be.
But I can assure my learned friend, if anybody comes, they would be fully
Anonymized, we will not disclose their identity to anyone.
protection scheme.
Yes, my lord.
But despite that, this court is approved of an anonymous portal, despite all the witness protection schemes.
For counterproductive then.
Yes, task force is limited. It's a relatively a small agency. Now, if we get all kinds of relevant, irrelevant material on an anonymous portal, one officer will be only monitoring nothing else but only that portal. So, look at it.
We understand the problem.
Lord, we can assure if anybody comes, their identity will not be disclosed. It would remain only with the joint director CBI.
You just delete it. That's it.
Despite that, the cybercrimes portal has
It may be publicized, my
and
lords,
for
by the CBI.
pornography of
The witness protection.
Equally counterproductive, though I have no.
All right, you made your point. Now, Mr. Sibal.
No, but just as far as items 5 and 6 is concerned, we'll issue a notification to delete it. That's all, so that's not an issue.
Item 5 and 6 of the notification date.
Of
19th August 20.
19th August, Malaj. Clause 11, subclause 5 and 6 will be deleted by virtue of a notification, my lords. So
Yes.
that's not an issue. Then your lordship's order, my lords, 9th of September, your lordships render this order.
Previous order.
Kindly read, my lords, paragraph 18 with me. In order to, your lordship has that? All my lords have it? No.
We have copies.
We have copies, my lords, we'll try and give.
Yes.
No. Oh. May I read it, my lords? In order to create a sense of confidence among the doctors, we also
We
direct.
saw that para-18. So what do you have to say on that? Mr.
Yes, so no, my lord, therefore we called, 5 meetings we called, this is the 5th meeting, and we want to tell your lordships what happened. Actually, I wanted to place it earlier, but this is after the 5th meeting, my lords. Yesterday night on 16th of September at 6:30. At the outset, my lords, the Chief Minister welcomed all the junior doctors present in the meeting. She expressed heartfelt grief for the deceased victim. She also added, the first demand of the West Bengal Junior Doctor Front is under the jurisdiction of the CBI. The state government would provide all necessary assistance as required for expediting the completion of the inquiry and justice to the deceased. As regards their demands relating to action against Kolkata Police, the CP Kolkata Police and DC North will be transferred. As regards the health manpower, the present DME and DHS will be transferred. Then rupees 100 crores have been sanctioned for hospital infrastructure like CCTV, washroom, etc., which will be formalized in close consultation with the medical fraternity. The composition of the Rogi Kalyan Samiti will be revised to make it more inclusive through inclusion of all stakeholders. The issues regarding safety and security within the hospital and college premises was discussed. The state government proposed that a task force headed by the Chief Secretary and including the Home Secretary, the DG Police, the CP Calcutta, as well as representatives as would be proposed by the junior doctors, will look into related matters. An effective and responsive grievance redressal mechanism will be put in place in the medical infrastructure across hospitals and colleges. Junior doctors were required to join back at requested to join back at duties. It was jointly resolved to work in close coordination to discuss and resolve all issues faced by the medical fraternity at the level of Chief Secretary. The West Bengal Junior Doctors Front representatives expressed disagreements with regard to no disciplinary action against DC Central and transfer of Health Secretary. As regards ensuring safety and security, it was intimated by them that further discussions regarding specific formulations of the same will be required. It was also proposed that the existing threat culture prevalent in the medical colleges can be removed after further deliberations through specific formulations, democratically elected students' unions and RDAs regarding cease work and ongoing sit-in demonstration at Swasthya Bhavan. Representatives submit that a decision will be arrived at only after further discussion with all the junior doctors. The meeting ended with an appeal from the Chief Minister to the junior doctors to join back to work, ensuring delivery of healthcare services, and they've still not done it. And there are 10,000 of them. There are 3,000 senior doctors, there are 10,000 junior doctors. 75 of the workforce is not going to work. And I must appreciate the outreach of the
any further comments.
Come on, please.
I was the one who said we have arrived at a settlement. Mr. Principal did not initiate this.
Let him at least complete his submission. Then you can have. Yes.
So,
I agree with my learned friend, Miller. Doctors can't be demonized like this.
They're making a lot of allegations, my lords. 3,000 senior
I made
doctors.
no allegations.
It's an
The number.
The fact that
allegation.
there are
Ask them
10,000
what the
junior doctors and 3,000 senior doctors.
That's correct.
That's all that he has pointed
That's
out.
all I've said. I've said made no allegation. Now, there's all that people and senior doctors have been actually doing a lot of hard work. We appreciate what's happening.
Thank you, but we're not on strike, sir. So
For
this
God's
would
sake,
really,
God,
the numbers
shut up.
for the last days was from the
Why?
media.
No, repeating between lawyers, please. Let Mr. Zibal complete.
I'll leave it.
If we allow you to complete now, let me
Great, I'll leave it.
respond.
So, this is the state of affairs today, and she's also publicly said, we won't take any action against you. But if the junior doctors don't go back to work, what is to be done? And their demands, see their demands.
But
everything
see, this is not
come on, please do not.
representing.
Now, Mr. Sibal, we want to know one basic thing. After our last order, We had said that, look, set up adequate security
Yes,
apparatus.
got an affidavit to that effect. I showed
Now,
you.
what have you done?
Yes,
Let's
yes.
start with Ajikar itself,
And let's-
Ajikar
In
Hospital.
consultation with
What,
CISF.
tell us what steps have been taken to improve the,
Yes,
to improve the safety and the security at the
Yes, yes,
Ajikar
finally, we
College
get the affidavit. We just give it to you. Yes, yes, we've done that.
Filed this
We
affidavit.
filed this, we circulated
Apart
it
from
yesterday.
budgetary allocation, what steps have you taken on the ground?
Yes, Maharaj, yes, we're showing it to your lordship. We gave that, circulated it yesterday, Maharaj.
Of 2020.
Can I have, I'm not concerned, but if you can give me a copy for completion.
Through the health
I'm not
department, Maharaj,
served.
this affidavit was filed through the health department. Just give it, keep copies. Keep
None of
copies
us
now.
have
I
copies, my
don't
lord.
think we have, but I'm not concerned with that, but copies.
May I have a copy, please?
Usko to de do.
This concerns the junior doctors.
Now, Maharaj, kindly see.
My lord,
Mrs.
this is not
May I-
confidential. May we all have copies?
Mr. Civil, may I have a copy, please?
May we all have copies, sir?
Yeah, give copy. Don't have copies for everyone. We'll give it to you. I'll just read
Yes,
it out
you
and
have
then.
to address the court on
We
this
don't-
issue.
Why don't you share
You are
one copy with them so that, you know, they can between themselves.
What is the difficulty in sharing a copy with me?
Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
You should have come to court with extra
Very
copies.
difficult, Maharaj.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's kindly just come to page 2, Maharaj, paragraph 4. Confidence building initiatives by the state of West Bengal. As per the order of the court, Maharaj. In furtherance of the orders passed by this honorable court, the following district collectors and superintendent of police can be duly communicated the said order for compliance and necessary action. Right, so each district, the district collector, commissioner of police, Maharaj, identified. Para 5. Further, a letter has also been issued to all district magistrates and superintendents of police for ensuring safety and security of the health professionals working in various health facilities. True copy of the letter dated so-and-so from the Principal Secretary, Department of Health and Family is attached, which is at page 1415. Maharaj. Then, meeting in this regard was chaired by the Chief Secretary of the state with all the district magistrates, chief medical officers of health, principals and hospital superintendents on 13/9, giving clear directions to all for ensuring safety and security and early completion of the various infrastructural works being undertaken. DMs and SPs have visited the medical college in their respective jurisdiction, and they are taking all steps in this regard. That the state of West Bengal is providing the following facilities to 28 medical colleges and hospitals throughout the state, out of which the district collectors, along with superintendent of police, are monitoring the 18 government medical college and hospitals in the district outside Kolkata, while the 10 medical colleges and hospitals in Kolkata are under the Kolkata Police Commissionerate. Besides this, there are 87 public hospitals, district hospitals, super specialty hospitals, sub-divisional hospitals, and state general hospitals. Now, Maharaj, what is it that we have done? Let's see, existing facility of duty rooms and the restrooms, right? So, Maharaj, you have 732 males and 444 females. Total is that. Additional duty rooms and restrooms sanctioned are 5, and work has already begun, Maharaj. And 536 male, 357, it's increased by another 893. And within 7 to 14 days, the work will be completed. I put it there, Maharaj. Work has started, and directions have been issued to executing agencies to complete the work in 7 to 14 days. Then come to the existing toilet facilities. You have 462, 249 for women, and 711 total, and 1497 and 806 in public hospitals. That's 2303. The additional for women is Maharaj 724 and Maharaj 503 for the others, for the public hospitals. And this also will be completed in 7 to 14 days, Maharaj. Then existing CCTV cameras, in addition, additional will be 6178 and public hospitals 4071. Also, work will be over between 7 and 14 days. Following this is the special dealing with RJ Maharaj. There, Maharaj, currently common duty rooms are available for doctors. The total are 57, 24 and 47. Additional will be made, Maharaj, and sanctioned. There are 71 additional. And work has started, and Maharaj, joint inspection with hospital authorities, PWD, CISF has been held. Networks have been, new works have been taken up. Then, Maharaj, existing facility toilets, 43 and 26 is 69. We're building another 82. Joint inspection has been done, Maharaj, with hospital authorities, PWD and CISF has been held and new works have been taken up. Then existing CCTV cameras 217, we're increasing them to 415. 36 are installed, the other work is going on. Malas. Then photos are at page 16 to 26, Malas, they're all there. Then Malas, additional security guards. In order to improve the safety and security of doctors, nurses and other staff in all the medical colleges and hospitals, the government of West Bengal has introduced the program Ratire Sati Helper at Night. The concurrence of State Finance Department has been obtained for engagement of additional 1514 security personnel under this program for all medical colleges and hospitals. There are already 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RJK Medical Hospital, College and Hospital. 3 companies of CISF are already deployed at RJK. A true copy of the order dated so-and-so issued by the department is attached. It is, however, most respectfully submitted that despite the order of this court, junior doctors, but anyway, Maharaj, I don't want to read this because unnecessarily, Maharaj, we have now reached some kind of settlement.
Now, when you say that there are 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for Ajikor Medical
Yes,
College.
yes.
Are these from the Ratireds?
No. These are police, Maharaj, police personnel, not Ratire Sati, Maharaj. And we will substitute the Ratire Sati with police personnel. It's only a temporary measure, only for 1 year, Maharaj.
No,
We can substitute them with police personnel.
You know, Mr. Sibal, what really happened was this. The accused who committed the crime was drawn from
Yes,
the
yes.
volunteer force.
Correct.
Now, if we are going to have another set of contractual people who will be now
No,
designated.
now we are giving them ID cards.
But
Security agencies have been,
imagine, these contractual people will be trained,
But-
1 second. These contractual people will be trained for 7 days. And then they will be walking all around in the hospital. Now, what is the protection which these young doctors have, particularly the women doctors, about these contractual staff walking around in the night in the hospital?
Maharaj, this is in addition to the security of the police that is already there, Maharaj.
But you know, the crime was, let's face it, the crime was crime is alleged to have been carried out by a volunteer
That's
who was
right,
posted
that's
at the
right.
hospital.
That's
Now,
right.
if you are going to replace the volunteers with these,
Maharaj, there were hundreds of volunteers, Maharaj. It's not that. We'll make sure now. We've got police personnel there. There are stationed there.
appraisal, the GR says, the government resolution says
Maharaj,
that they will be appointed through an
these are not,
outsourcing agency.
no, these are not civic volunteers. There is a security agency that we have hired. Through them, we have recruited.
So the security agency will recruit these people.
Yes.
Does anybody carry out any
Yes.
incidents,
Verification is done, proper
any
verification is
psychological assessment, because these people are going to be working.
Proper verification is done, health department is involved in this, Maharaj. Something has to be left.
Today, particularly the women doctors have a feeling of, insecurity. Now you get
Maharaj, CISF is there today, Maharaj.
They don't know who these people are.
Maharaj,
They're not your police. They're not your paramilitary.
CISF is there, Maharaj, for them to resume work. Now, Maharaj, now what's the problem? CISF is there. Maharaj, after all, something has to be done by the state, Maharaj, to make sure that, Your Lordships,
And CISF will be there for a short time because they responded to
we'll make arrangements after that,
Taking
Maharaj.
the police, we are asked.
We'll make arrangements after that. But it can't be, Maharaj, that the doctor.
That's all we ask.
The whole problem is when you entrust security to contractual staff, particularly in hospitals where people are on duty for 36 hours, they stay there. There is virtually no protection for women
There
otherwise.
is civic volunteer in this, Maharaj. These are true security.
They are contractual staff.
We have a police outpost. Maharaj, kindly see, we have a police outpost in every hospital.
Notwithstanding the police outpost,
Maharaj,
even
this-
an FIR was
I
taken up.
am not disputing that, Maharaj. We are not.
514 of them.
Why is the,
1,514.
14
why
hours
is
is
the
again
government coming up
incorrect,
with
Maharaj.
this?
14 hours
Surely-
again incorrect.
So
If your
you
losses want, we'll disband this. There is no issue, Maharaj.
Possible. It's not a question of the court wanting it. We are not in charge of governance in the
But
state.
therefore, Maharaj, some confidence in us.
They have genuine reservations because they say, who are these contractual people who are now going to be working with us?
Maharaj, your lordship must have some confidence in the state machinery after all this has happened. After all, we are also cognizant of it. We are also all against it. We want the security of our women doctors. Your lordship must assume that, Maharaj. State is not cognizant of all this.
Now, in terms of what you have disclosed to us, you said that there are 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There are 17 government hospitals, including hospitals attached to medical colleges.
Yes.
And number of government hospitals in the state of West Bengal, 87 hospitals, besides the 28 medical colleges and hospitals.
Correct.
Now, so we are really dealing with these 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal. This is a key area.
Page 10.
Because government medical colleges involve young people who are there to pursue their medicine.
Yes.
These are the young girls who are straight out of 12th standard, who are going to be then joining for 4.5, 5 years.
Correct.
We are therefore dealing with young people in the age group of 18 to 23. They are particularly vulnerable and they have to be protected.
Of course.
And we have to deal therefore with these 28 colleges.
Correct.
Because they have no great pleasure in abstaining from work.
That's right.
They are abstaining from work because now, as we see, having these contractual people there, they will be having a new source of completely insecure premises.
That's
Who are these people who are going to be joining at a contractual level? I think government has to talk to them and tell them that, look, this is the verification which we are doing. Or do you need now a new set of volunteers who will be called the Ratri Sati?
We informed them yesterday evening in our conversation with them. This was informed.
My lords, both are
And
instructed.
this is what is
here.
recorded. It
But
also.
police
It's also
must
recorded.
place
We
the
are in a
admiration.
situation where
It's also recorded.
there's a lack of security for the doctors. The way to do it is really to have regular police personnel, at least in these 28 government medical colleges and hospitals.
That's
That's
the demand.
These are the colleges where the youngest of our senior
Plus
doctors are.
17. There's also Calcutta, 28 plus 17. Go look at page 10, Malaj.
10
28 in the state is 17 in Calcutta.
in Kolkata. So you have 45.
I mentioned that every hospital, the Chief Justice says, look, there was a police passport and yet this happened. So therefore,
So we are dealing with 28 plus 17,
Yes,
45.
yes,
Let's deal with these 45 first on priority.
right.
Because as we said in the other hospitals, you will not have, say, 18, 19-year-old young, almost like children. They're beyond 18, that's the only thing. But these are very young doctors, young interns,
Right,
young, they're all young students.
Right.
Now, they're straight out of their homes, they're coming in from different parts of West
Fair enough.
Bengal. Now, we have to assuage their concerns and the concerns of their parents.
Malaj, kindly see Malaj page.
Tell us for these
item eight.
45 hospitals.
Kindly
Tell us for the 45 hospitals, what are you going to do to
Kindly
ensure
have a
their
look
safety?
at page 10, item 8. There's an increase of women security officials on duty when women doctors, nursing staff are on night duty. 910 additional women security personnel will be deployed after training at the police training institutes. And they are undergoing training at the moment.
Now,
We are
these
caught-
women security personnel will be regular.
Yes,
personnel from the
regular
West
police
Bengal
force.
or what?
Regular police force.
So within what period will they?
They are undergoing
report
training,
to the
but I don't know what the training period, but at the moment they are undergoing training. I'll find out and let you know.
Because, ultimately the devil lies in the fine print. It's not, they say that, look, you have sanctioned funds. You say that, well, duty rooms are being constructed.
We'll get back to your lordships on this.
So tell us, and second, who is going to in every district in West Bengal, the collector and district magistrate one, and second, the superintendent of police, they must ensure and oversee that these arrangements are in place.
Absolutely.
In terms of the CCTV cameras, the location for the CCTV cameras, and most importantly, there has to be some SOP. It can't be that the principal says, "Acha, yahan laga do, wahan laga do."
That's why, Malaj,
You must have a proper
everything on.
SOP on where you're going to put CCTV.
Malaj, what happened was when the CI
They
said,
must provide absolute cover to areas where, say, the female doctors rest at night, the bathrooms which they use, because these are the areas where they are vulnerable.
Malaj, we are ad idem. Malaj, when the cameras were installed in the RG hospital, we asked the CISF to tell us where should they be installed. And we installed them accordingly. Similarly, we'll do it. We have an SOP in place and we'll place it on record, Malaj, and we'll follow it to the T.
Now see, RG also, Mr. Sibal, the progress is very slow. RG you said you have sanctioned 415 additional CCTV cameras.
Yes.
But only 36 have been installed.
But Malaj, within 7 to 14 days, they took time to identify the place. So within 7 to 14 days, they'll be completed.
Now, one second. Have the lawyers appearing for the resident doctors seen now what they have assured the court that they are going to do? Within a period of 7 to 14 days, they have given us details of the CCTV cameras, duty restrooms, and
Public
additional
toilet.
facilities.
Yes, yes.
Now, apart from that, say at Ajikor itself, areas where the women doctors they take rest at night or even during
Yes,
the
yes.
day, early morning. Why can't you think of having, say, biometric facilities for
Yes,
access
we'll
to
do
that
that. Yes,
particular
yes,
area?
yes, yes, yes.
Is
Absolutely.
it not possible to have biometric access?
We'll
so
do that, Malad.
A woman who goes into, say, now she went to the seminar room,
But
the access to that particularly, which is a duty restroom, should be only controlled by a biometric facility.
actually, Malad, the health secretary is here. The health secretary is here. We will do it. We'll put biometrics there. No issue.
So these are, I mean,
Yes,
you have to also think out of the
Press
box.
buttons.
Yes, yes, I agree. Malad, we want this to be in place so that such incidents don't happen again, Malad. That's our primary concern. It's an eye opener for us also.
Tell us, since the health secretary is here, what modalities will you follow for reviewing each hospital as a standalone unit and ensuring that the requirement of installing CCTV cameras, restrooms, access points, control of access is maintained?
Malad,
What is we can't start
Malad,
sitting and
correct.
say, all right, in this hospital, give us 20 more
May
cameras.
I make a request, Malad?
Tell us
Consult
what,
with us.
One second.
how you are going to put into place.
May I
the
make a
mechanism
request,
for
Malad? We
request.
will give to your lordships on affidavit. Give us 2 weeks' time to exactly how it is going to be
2
done.
weeks is too long.
DM and SPs are already doing it, Malad.
DM, SB, Superintendent of Hospitals, along with the representative of the doctors, are visiting each of the places.
Hospital.
They are identifying, and only then the bugs are being taken out. From a security point of view, from a.
All right, then what we will do is this, we will record that the district magistrates, the superintendent of police, and the representative of the senior and the hospital administrators,
Yes.
the doctors,
The moment it's
Will-
participatory, the problem.
Yes, absolutely.
that, so that you put
And
into
then
place a
we-
participatory process.
Absolutely.
The doctors are also then actually,
To be concerned.
Absolutely,
When
Malad.
what
We
is
agree.
CCTV?
We agree, Malad.
all right, then you
That's
pass
the
an order
minutes
to that
also.
effect, because
That's
what
part of the agreement.
ultimately, look,
Integrity.
I also realize that, we are dealing with young people between the age of 18 and 23. We have to handle them in a different way.
Sure.
They're all deeply concerned. It could have happened to any one of them. Why
Sure.
only this
Exactly.
young woman?
That's
It could have
right.
happened to any one of them.
I agree.
That's all that they are worried about.
Yes, and rightly so.
All right.
We have made a coordinating officer for us to do this.
An affidavit has been filed by the state of West Bengal for explaining the steps. Dr. Joshi will come back to you in a minute. Don't worry. An affidavit has been filed by the state of West Bengal for
On behalf of the
explaining-
health department, Malad.
on behalf of
Health
the state of West Bengal by Sri Narayan Swarup Nigam, Principal Secretary in the Department of Health and Family Welfare, explaining the steps which have been taken specifically for upgrading bracket 1 duty rooms stroke restrooms semicolon bracket 2 toilet facilities semicolon and bracket 3 CCTV cameras, availability of CCTV cameras in government medical colleges and hospitals across the state. Next, the data which has been placed on the record indicates that there are 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal and 17 government apart from which there are 17 government hospitals in Kolkata. Full stop. The number of government, full stop. There are 87 hospitals besides.
Malad, 1 and 2 have to be recorded separately, Malad.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are 28 plus 17.
28 plus
9, Malad. Spread per 9. So what's the number of government medical colleges in Kolkata is 9, Malad.
Right.
Then the state is 20.
थोड़ा सा delete कर दो.
Yeah.
There are 9 government medical colleges in Kolkata and 28 in the state of West Bengal,
Yeah.
making a total of 37
37.
government medical colleges. Full stop. 17 government hospitals in Kolkata are attached to medical colleges,
Yes.
while 87 hospitals, into brackets, besides the 28 medical colleges and hospitals, exist in the state. Full stop. The affidavit filed by the state government indicates that apart from the existing facilities, sanction has been granted for installing additional duty rooms, restrooms, setting up toilet facilities, and the installation of additional CCTV cameras. Stop.
After consultation with the doctors.
Stop. Besides making budgetary provisions, it has been stated that work has commenced and directions have been issued to the executive agencies to complete the work in 7 to 14 days. Full stop. The affidavit indicates that apart from 7747 existing CCTV cameras, an additional 6178 CCTV cameras would be installed. Full stop. In the public hospitals, apart from the existing 3346 CCTV cameras, and
Medical college.
an additional 4071 cameras would be installed. Full stop. In our view, what is of critical importance at the present point of time, is that a participatory process should be followed by the state government, so that the concerns of all the doctors, both senior and junior doctors, are duly taken into account. Full stop. To facilitate this, we have suggested to Mr. Kapil Sibal, we have suggested to the state of West Bengal that the collectors and that a team consisting of one, the collector and district magistrate for each district, bracket 2, the superintendent of police, 3, the principal of each medical college and hospital, or as the case may be, the superintendent, and 4, a representative each of the senior and junior doctors may be associated with the process, so that the work which is being carried out for the construction of duty rooms, setting up of toilet facilities and installation of CCTV cameras takes place to promote with their inputs in view. Full stop. This has been agreed to by the state of West Bengal. Full stop. The court's been assured that the entirety of the work shall be carried out within a period of 2 weeks from the date of this order. Full stop. Apart from the above steps, on the suggestion of the court, it has been accepted by the state of West Bengal that necessary steps will be taken to ensure biometric facilities, particularly for controlling access to those areas, to the duty and rest areas, both for male and female doctors, so as to ensure that unauthorized persons are not entitled to enter the hospitals. Full stop. The affidavit of the state government indicates that 910 additional women security personnel are being presently trained at the police training institutes and would be deployed at the government hospitals.
There should be duty rooms, not duty areas.
Duty rooms.
Yeah.
On 13 September 2024, the Department of Health and Family Welfare of the Government of West Bengal has issued a government order proposing to engage an additional 1514 security personnel on a contractual basis in the government medical colleges and hospitals under a program which is called ये पेज 27 को मिल जाएगा रात्रि साथी helper at night. Full stop. These personnel are proposed to be engaged by outsourcing to an agency nominated by the government for a period of 1 year. Full stop. During the course of the hearing, serious reservations have been expressed by the council appearing on behalf of the senior and the junior resident doctors. Bearing in mind the background that the alleged offence in the present case has been committed by
Civil volunteer.
by a civic volunteer from who is also contractually recruited. Full stop. Apart from the above concern, the attention of the court has been drawn to an order dated 19 August 2024 issued by the state government indicating that bracket 1, women doctors shall not be employed at night, and semicolon, bracket 2, women doctors shall not be employed on any shift exceeding 12 hours. So stop. We find justification in the reservations which have been expressed, particularly on behalf of the senior and junior doctors, as well as by the organizations, different organizations representing the doctors. So stop. The basic purpose must be to ensure conditions of safety and security for all doctors, men and women. Full stop. The women doctors do not demand any special concessions, but require the state to create conditions in which their safety at all times during the day and night is observed. Full stop. We are affirmatively of the view that we are in agreement with the submission of the Council for the Doctors that imposing conditions such as that the women doctors will not be employed at night would pose a serious impediment in the furtherance of their medical careers. Full stop. As we have already noted above, the women doctors expect to be provided for similar conditions of work and safety as should extend across the board to male as well as female doctors. Full stop. Moreover, it would be inappropriate, as the women doctors have submitted before this court, if women are given special concessions in regard to the hours of duty. Full stop. The hours of duty should be reasonable for all doctors across the spectrum, and it would be inappropriate to target women by subjecting them to conditions which do not apply to their male counterparts. Full stop. We therefore have been assured that the state of West Bengal has assured the court that any such conditions which cast a cloud on the basic constitutional premise of gender equality shall not be enforced.
Only one request is what is
My
said.
lords,
Hold on. Working hours of women, including women, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time. There is no mandate that they should not be employed. We'll reword it. We'll take it out. That's not. Malat, what is said is that preferably, should not preferably exceed, otherwise it will be misconstrued, Malat. We are going to delete it, but there is no mandate that they should not be employed, Malat. That's not what that says. Therefore,
but all that they are saying is that, look, don't...
Correct, we'll delete it, Malat, but what happens is if this order goes, Malat, what all kinds of...
Put it in that perspective of, they are insisting on, look, we are entitled.
Correct, but don't say it is a mandate that they shall not be employed, Malat. This is not the mandate.
All right, we'll
just that.
We'll edit the order.
Yes. Now, Malat, one last thing that I want to, Malat. Your Lordships had asked us...
My lords, on this point...
On, Malat, that challan 35711. 5371.
Before we come to that, on the...
Just wait for a moment.
Your Lordship asked us, we have to answer that.
Yes.
Now, we filed, Malat, a state of report. Huh?
The affidavit.
Well, on the strike of doctors, I wish, Malat, I'm sure that we'll be able to come to...
We held a meeting with the doctors yesterday.
Yes.
And
but they have not agreed.
That there's a settlement.
But they have said, we will come back to you whether we want to go back to work or not.
Second, my lord, I'm here to address you on that question if he has the patience to listen. My lord, in my respect, sorry. I'm sorry, my lord, I'm sorry. I got a bit carried away. My apologies to Mr. Sivam. My lord, I'm referring to the previous order of this court, para 16 and para 17. This court expressed an expectation that the doctors will go back to work by 5th of September of 5th of September 2024. Now, my lord, in the order recorded by this court, your lordships have already recorded that some of the preconditions for safety at work have not been provided till today. Nevertheless, my lord, in the spirit of, honoring the order of this court, my lord, we did agree to a meeting. 40 of them met the Chief Minister yesterday. I would like this settlement to come on the record. It's in the nature of a settlement.
We got it here.
Signed, no, not to my knowledge, my lord, it's not there, but if it's there, it's the same one.
Can't get it.
Check if it's the same one, my lord.
Minutes of the meeting, right?
Just
Same
check.
thing, it's the same thing.
Very well. Now, my lord, I would like to read this out one by one.
So we've already read it.
All right.
It's the same document,
Very
right?
well, my
It
lord.
is signed by all the doctors. Yeah.
There are issues in this document that I'd like to bring on the record. I'd like to address. Because I would like to say, and I've filed this intervention. I'm sorry, I've not had time to file it in court. If you could just see the press, that's all. Just have a look at the press.
Can we have a copy?
Yes. Where's my copy? I don't.
We'll,
Maybe made a mistake by raising.
A copy to the AOR for the state of West Bengal as well.
Episodes.
Please. Yes,
Have you seen the
we just didn't give it to it, just now.
the FG? F is direct the formation of a monitoring committee consisting of personnel from administration, academics, junior doctors, nurses, and other healthcare staff in each hospital to monitor safety issues. This is a very valid point. G,
yeah.
direct the formation of a confidential grievance redressal system in every hospital.
Well, that's already been in the minutes.
Right.
It's in the
So
minutes.
1 second, but let's tread the path of least resistance. We can ensure that people are on board. H, the formation of internal complaint committees in accordance with the Sexual Harassment Act of 2013, again very important. I, setting up of a counseling center to be formed in every hospital and college with qualified professionals in the psychiatric and psychology departments, which will address the stress faced by students. Very valid. It's a genuine concern. I think this is something which every hospital should have. Then, installation of CCTV cameras, which I think we have already covered in our order.
No, I don't wish to say anything more about that.
Things also we have covered.
Let me just make my point of view a little clear so that there is a confidence building between the doctors and the state. I'm here before you, that's my concern. I want this confidence to be built. I want the doctors to go back to work. I want to state it very clearly. So, my lord, your lordships have already issued the order relating to CCTV. We are satisfied with that. They've already informed us about the restrooms and the toilets. We are satisfied with that. We do understand it will take time to.
Just 1 second. Chetan, मैंने जो order dictate किया ना,
Secondly, it is
so he won record is
but we must keep substantive equality.
state of West Bengal.
Particular difference. My lords, just a few things, my lords.
And what,
Yes, my lord. Now,
Mr. Sibal, what we will do is that these 4 areas, 2 CCTV and restrooms we have already covered.
Yes.
F to I, this is something which we will ask the government to
Well,
consider
it's
and
already there. Existing committees are already there.
well, just see if
but
what if it
this
is not.
incident would not have happened.
Yeah, we
These
put it. It's there.
conditions have been put in place. Let's be clear. Let them not be in denial. That's our only demand. We have no other demand, my lord. Don't be in denial.
We're not denying it. We're,
On behalf of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front, an application has been filed seeking specific directions. Full stop. Two of the principal reliefs, which are the affidavit, inter alia, the affidavit contains the following prayers. We say, I the copy कर लो. Prayer B, which has been set out above, is specifically covered, is specifically the subject matter of the investigation which is being carried out by the CBI, and hence, a full stop. As regards prayer C, the court has been apprised of the fact that a meeting took place on 16th September 2024 between the.
no, but the live streamed is not there, madam. They have asked for live streaming, madam.
We're satisfied with the meeting. We don't want live streaming. We're satisfied with what has taken place.
I agree. I
Regards
just say,
prayer B.
No, this is not fair. Again, he's trying to demonize the doctors.
No.
Nothing else.
As
We went without the
Okay.
precondition of live streaming.
As regards prayer B, a meeting took place on 16th September 2024 between the Chief Minister and about 40 representatives of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front. Full stop. A copy of the minutes of the meeting has been placed on the record. Full stop. Ms. Jaising, however, states that though prayer B contains a specific request for live streaming of the meeting, that was not insisted upon, and broad terms of settlement. We'll say broad terms of settlement have been arrived at.
Yes,
in the course of the
some
meeting.
terms of settlement.
Correct.
We wanted 40 of us went.
Prayers D and E relating to CCTV cameras and restrooms and toilets has already been dealt with in the earlier part of this order. We find merit in the request which has been made by the Junior Doctors Front in terms of prayers F to I, and direct that the state government should consider the request and take ameliorative steps.
if not already done,
If
madam.
not already taken.
What
Stop.
if not? Can you make a statement that you've got such
Prayer F,
harassment
1 second,
committees
Ms. Jaising.
in your hospitals? Can you make that
Prayer F.
statement, Mr. Sibyl? Put your hand on your heart and
yes.
make that statement.
These
Don't
We
be
can.
denial.
It's in the status report.
the
They're
prayer
not there, my lord.
more
I'm reading the
specifically,
statement. They're not there.
steps which need to be taken by the state government include are for bracket 1, the formation of a broad-based monitoring committee in each hospital consisting of the administration, academics, doctors, nurses, and other healthcare staff to deal with safety issues. Bracket 2, semicolon, bracket 2, the formulation of a confidential grievance redressal system in every hospital for the redressal of grievances of students, doctors, and other staff. 3, the formation of internal complaints committees in accordance with the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace into brackets Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal bracket Act 2013, and bracket 4, the setting up of counseling centers in every hospital with qualified professionals, particularly from the psychiatric and psychology departments, to deal with the issues of stress which are faced by doctors in the course of their duties. Full stop. Each of these aspects would merit serious consideration and would impress upon the state of West Bengal the need to take remedial action.
If not done, madam, because
Not already done.
Yes.
Within a period of 3 days from the date of this order.
Correct, madam. Now, madam, I just want
My lords, with regard
the last
to
issue. May I now, madam, finish with that?
Yes.
my lords, if I may, very
Madam,
briefly,
now-
very important.
And now we gave you adequate time. You can't keep on coming back.
Madam,
Notification
now-
does not get set aside.
Madam, only one request.
They recorded their statement that they are not going to insist upon that.
I'm grateful, my lords. My lords,
Yes.
One
My lord,
last thing,
let
madam,
me
now
see
that we have
this
agreed to all this, the cease work must stop, madam. They must go back to work.
If the name of the
Now,
notification.
Ms. Jaising,
Yes.
Learned Jaising, Learned Senior Counsel appearing on behalf of the Juniors Doctors Front, has stated that with the above confidence building measures, which are to be followed by the state of West Bengal, the junior doctors would have no difficulty in resuming work. Full stop. It has been stated that the only concern of the junior doctors was that necessary facilities for ensuring their safety at the workplace should be duly installed. We accept the assurance which has been tendered by
Deeply
the
obliged, we are deeply obliged. And now, the last thing is that the challan, Malad, your lordship.
Finish, please. Can we maintain that order, one person addressing the court at a time?
Yes.
Yes. Now, my lord, your lordships have just dictated, if I heard correctly, that we have no difficulty resuming work.
No, we have said that you said that in principle the doctors would like to come back, but they wanted confidence building measures.
Yes.
And that with these steps which we have now virtually taken from your application and the other steps that you are now willing to.
There's just one caveat to that. My lord, one addition, if you can just record it. My lord, we are accountable to our general body. We plan to hold our general body today or tomorrow. So there may be a gap of time. I want that on record. I don't want to be told I'm in contempt of court.
Ms. Jaising has informed the court that in view of the minutes which were recorded before the Chief Minister, the meeting held on 16 September 2024, and the directions which have been issued in this order, the junior doctors would approach the general body so that a broad consensus evolves to facilitate the return of the doctors to work.
Yes, one more thing, my lord, one more thing. Your lordship will just come to prayer B. Prayer B. Now, my lord, this is a very, very serious issue, and we know it requires to be addressed. Direct the state government to establish and fix administrative responsibility. My lord, just hear me out. We are not getting into the domain of the CBI. My lord, we do not wish to get into the domain of the CBI. My lord, it is not my case that I want to interfere with the domain of the CBI. The words have been chosen carefully. We have used the expression fix administrative responsibility.
Jaising, 1 second. Those responsible for the cover-up of the incident.
The incident, my lord, I made a statement earlier that it is still there. My lord, hear me for a minute.
We are still being apprised by CBI of the nature of the cover-up which took place. 1 second. Until CBI gives us a better updated status report, then we will issue directions.
I bow to that, my lord. I'm not talking about the domain of the CBI. Just hear me for one.
No, we are not saying 1 second. Once CBI points out what has emerged during the course of the investigation, we will have some material to issue directions to the state government to take action. But we must have some material before.
I agree. This is going to be a continuing mandamus. I agree. I know that your lordships are not ignoring this issue, but give me 1 second. My lord, your lordship needs to be told that one of the reasons they've not gone back to work is because it is their belief, rightly or wrongly, that those responsible for this disaster are still there. And these people on return will be victimized, my lord. We want some kind of assurance from this court that they will not be victimized on returning to work because they are still there. They are working in RG Core Hospital today. Today, my lord. They are working there.
And the Chief Minister has already made the statement publicly.
Well,
In the meeting yesterday, it is recorded.
That is why I chose my words carefully, not CBI administrative action. My lord, for example, the principal has been suspended under the civil service rules.
It is not possible.
To apply. And one last thing I want to apprise you of. My lord, there are statutes involved in the functioning of these institutions. One is the University Act. The other is the Medical Council Act. And the third is, of course, the Department of Science. All three have to take responsibility for what's been going on in the hospitals. Three statutory bodies have to be held responsible, my lord, for what has gone on over here. All the statutes have a provision in them for monitoring, each one of them, monitoring the functioning of every hospital. The state has a responsibility to monitor. The university has a responsibility to monitor. The medical council has a responsibility to monitor. And my prayer A concerns those three statutory bodies. I'm not interfering. with the work of the CBI at all. And they are still there. They are still roaming around in the premises. My lord, you give us any guarantee, we are willing to take it and go back to work. Anything the court thinks is proper. I'm not putting any preconditions, my lord. Protect us. That's all. There's a pure psychosis right now.
This is correct, Madam.
And we want to go back to work. I want to make that clear.
If the chief minister has given insurance, Malads, then what more do they want?
What's the nature of the assurance? You tell us what is the nature of
The
the
nature of the assurance, no action will be taken against them. No punitive action will be, what more can be said? Well, join work,
Point.
join work, Malad.
Making a separate point.
What punitive action will be taken against those who did this to us?
That's a matter of.
What will we do to them?
Yeah, come on,
We are seeing the matter.
yes.
Yes.
Once we have material, that is exactly the area which the CBI is monitoring. Namely, what was the other instances of corruption
Yes.
in these hospitals?
My lord, it's not
Just
just a
one
question of corruption.
Just please understand what we are, don't allow us to complete what we are saying. One, what is the nature of financial irregularities at Ajikor itself? Two, was there any acts of commission and omission in the performance of duties by these doctors, by the principal? Third, was there any attempt to cover up what happened or to hush up the crime? So a variety of issues is being
And
explored.
what is there a nexus between them and the West Bengal Medical Council? Is there a nexus between them and the department? Is there a nexus between them and the university?
One second. We are seized of the matter. We are not leaving our prayer be. Mr. Sibal, we'll record Mr. Sibal's statement that the Chief Minister of West Bengal has assured the doctors, and which he reiterates before us, that no punitive or adverse action shall be taken against the doctors who are returning back to work in pursuance of your statement.
Very well, my lord. we are
But they must return to work, Malad, is not as.
Let it be recorded, my lord. Let it be
But they
recorded.
must return to work.
Responding,
Confidence building enable us to persuade
Mr.
them to go
Guest,
back to work.
General Senior Counsel has earnestly requested the court to record an assurance that no punitive action, that no punitive or adverse action shall be taken against the doctors who return to work, particularly having regard to the fact that the concerns of the doctors were over the lack of safety and security. And as a matter of fact, there is an ongoing investigation to determine as to whether there were any financial irregularities in regard to the in regard to the work at the public hospital. Full stop. Mr. Kapil Sibal and Senior Counsel appearing on behalf of the state of West Bengal states that an assurance was held out by the Chief Minister to the junior doctors, Joby Front Head, which is now reiterated before this court that no adverse or punitive action shall be taken against the doctors who return to work
For the cease work, Malad, obviously.
for the period during which they were
With
absent.
the caveat, my lord, it will enable them to say, we are failing you. You don't have enough marks. Your lordship will confine it only to adverse action.
Now, we have said adverse action
Yes.
occasioned by the abstention from work.
That's all, that's all.
By the extension of work, my lord, this is a
My
regular
lords, if I
feature
may
of-
clarify what Ms. Jail Singh is saying.
Malad, may I not?
My lords, if I may briefly clarify what Ms. Jail Singh is saying.
We have also said that they are going to constitute a confidential grievance redressal mechanism.
They must also, Malad, she said that we'll have a general body meeting. They've already said so.
You come back to us
Record.
with even one such concrete case and we will take it.
Malad, Malad, may I give, Malad, I think,
May I mention an IA?
Malad, may I have a chance, Malad?
Yes.
Malad, they have said that there will be a general body meeting, Malad, and then they will join work, Malad. So as to when that will happen, Malad, we must know, because
I'm sorry, my lord, I can't give a date.
Your lordships, may I
On
mention?
it means what?
Our order,
Yes,
the last order, we are not modifying our last order.
okay, okay.
Right? We have passed an order last time. We are not modifying that order.
Very good.
We have created conditions for them to come back to work.
Yes, yes,
We have recorded their assurance
yeah.
that now that you have said that there will be no vindictive or adverse action, they will take a decision to come back to work.
Yes,
Let them now do whatever they have to do to implement that assurance and come back to work.
yes. So it must not be open-ended. It should not be. Malad, 1 second, last thing,
Your lordships, may I mention an IA?
somebody.
All right, 1 second. Who are you? Who are you appearing for?
Lord, stakeholders are heard.
1 second. Sir, 1 second. Sir, 1 second. 1 second. This is not a political forum, all right? All right? Please, two things. You are a member of the bar. we don't require your affirmation to what we say. Please listen to us. You're a member of the bar. What you say has to abide by the rules of legal discipline. We are not here about what you feel about a particular political functionary or the other. That's not our concern. We are dealing with specific grievances of the doctors, and that will be. If you ask me to direct that the chief minister should resign, that's not part of our remit.
Lord, the stakeholders are heard. This is not a public platform. He is not concerned.
Look, I'm sorry. You please listen to me. Listen to me.
What happened?
Otherwise, I'll have you removed from the court. 1 second. Listen to me first. All right, we take it up after a week.
Come back. Your Lordship,
But I take only 1 minute. But I take only 1 minute. But there's only, the form 5371 has not been used since 1997.
the challan.
This is a challan. One second, hold on.
Really unfortunate.
Allow me to say,
This is not admission.
it was not shown to the High Court. That's a wrong statement. I put it all in the affidavit. The person may read the affidavit.
All right. You have handed over a pen drive to the Solicitor General.
No,
of
that
what
is
was
different.
Produced before the High Court.
Yes.
Solicitor has that.
Yes.
Mr. Sibal says that the form was not used since 1990.
7.
If that is so, CBI will verify whether.
Yes.
We'll verify, but if it
We use what is called a requisition. We use a requisition.
By the Chief Justice, how can you say?
Malaz, let me just state, we use a,
As a state, you cannot say that there is a statutory form which we.
no, we use a requisition
Part of the calculation.
consistent with the Government of India's standard operating procedures.
it has to
be
be
a
signed,
We don't buy that explanation. Once there is a statutory form, the statutory form.
Mundas, all the information is already there in the requisition. Everything in the form is there in the
Along with the form.
requisition is already there.
Commenting on that.
But Malaz, let them in.
Right over here.
Let them not comment. That's fine.
placed. We do not know, my lord.
Start with the regular board at 2 o'clock.
Telangana domicile matters item 37.
We'll take it up. Don't worry, we'll go in rapid fire.
Very well.
Grateful, my lord.
It's obliged.